We're gonna do our first aeration, plugging the yard, whatever you want to call it video. We are filling the billy goat up with water. We're going to plug the lawn here. Yes, I rented it. It was $106 for the day. It's kind of raining. We'll make this easy, and I have budget for the day. If I can walk fast enough, we can make about $800 today. So let's see how fast I can walk.
Good morning, everybody. So I was asked to do a little video on some of the odd jobs besides mowing that I do. So we did some aeration today, plugging the lawn, however you want to refer it to it. It's just a few yards that I did. You don't see all the yards. I did 11 yards. My goal was to make $800 in one day renting this machine for $106. I did reach my goal. I had a few people that stopped me while doing it, and what really set me over the edge is there was a guy, and he said, "Hey, will you do my yard?" And I said, "Well, your yard's kind of big. I don't know I can get to it today." He said, "Wait right here." He goes in the house. He comes back out. I really didn't want to wait. Pulls $350 out of his pocket, and he says, "Will this make it worth your time, young man?" He says, "I want to seed my yard. Will you do it right now? I'll give you $350. Now, I'm sure for half acre, some people will charge more, some won't. $350 sitting in my face. I walked the half acre with this little itty bitty billy goat. And when I got done for the day, I made $1,125 minus, it was like $2 to fill the gas can. It didn't even use that much on the billy goat. I only had to fill it once in the middle of the day and once before I returned it. So we got, like $2 in gas, $106 for the machine. And I did put $60 into my truck that morning, so if you were to take all that away, I still made about $1,000, close to $1,000 just from plugging lawns. I really don't get into plugging lawns. My buddy normally does it. He's very sick right now, so he's like, "Hey, I can't do it." So I went and rented this machine, and it really paid off. I hear a lot of people talk about aerating and plugging the lawns. It's just something I've never really got big into because nobody asked. But the minute you bring this machine out, people were just walking up and down. I figured if I was lucky, I'd make $800, but people just do my yard, do my yard. All these neighbors next to people, do my yard while you're here, do my yard. I was just flabbergasted, that I was hoping to make $800 and to walk away with $1,125 for one day. The downside, guys, this video is very short. I will say this is the most labor intensive plugger I've ever used in my life. The rider is effortless, easy to use. This machine, my arms hurt. As I do in my videos, I'm very honest. My arms hurt after doing this. It does tug on your back, so it pulls you forward. There's only one speed. And seeing I have gout, I can't really walk that fast, so it kept tugging me every time I push the lever. You get to the end, you turn it, and this past Sunday I wasn't walking so well because of my gout. So this machine, if you have similar issues like I do, when I'm weed whacking, I can walk my own pace when I have a gout flare up. But with this machine, that wasn't an option. It's just you have to walk at a normal pace, as I would call it. But for this day, it was very tough for me with gout. But we got the day done. We made money. Nobody complained. And the next day, I went out and I seeded every one of these lawns, and we're put starter fertilizer on every one of the lawns. I'm going to try to turn every lawn in this video so it looks better by the end of the year. We'll see what aerating does, plugging the lawn, however you want to refer to it. I will do an update as the customers did allow me to video. I asked them, not everybody would let me. The GoPro on the very last lawn went dead, so I couldn't get that video for you guys. But you got a good idea of how this machine works. This was just a video on something on the side that I did that I normally don't, and it really paid off in my eyes. You would have to mow a lot of lawns to make this money. It's not impossible, but whether you plug a lawn or you're trying to mow grass to make $1,000 in a day, you're going to put your work in. Either way, if you have the chance to rent one of these machines or a stand-on, I will say hands down, go with the stand-on. This machine really, 106 bucks is cheap, but it's just not worth it. I will get a stand-on for the next one if I get all these customers to do it at the end of the year. That's my input, everyone. I thank everyone for your support, your time, and for those of you that don't like it, make sure you hit the thumbs down, and those that do, give the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and leave some comments. Thank you.